Okay, that was good to get the first one for the day. We're heading up here towards where we caught the young dog there yesterday. And I'm sort of thinking that we could get another one up here as well. There's tracks on the road, so promising. Hold it still, right? You want to drive? Hey? You want to drive? Now that's unfortunate. There's fresh dog tracks there, but I think they've come across while it's been raining. Didn't pick up on the scent. So predicting another lot of rain tonight, so it's going to mess us up again. So I'll try and set up with a more definite scent over here now. I'm not sure what happened here. The dog has actually come right in. See his track there. And he's licked the lure out of that trap, out of that bone. There's the trap there. Here's the side of the pan. I think it was just bad luck. Bad luck, he's approached it from the other side. I think he scratched at it, scratched the bone down, taken the scent and missed it. Right, it looks like a big dog too. It might be a big cunning old dog. We might try something a little bit different. See whether he falls for it. So what I've done here now is just put a bit of debris either side and try and channel that dog in. If he comes in, he wants to come for another look here, he's got to go where I want him to go. I reckon we're dealing with 3 dogs in this pack, and one of them has got a really big foot on him, so probably a real old dog. And I just see there where they've nosed into the different sets, really careful. So these dogs are veterans, righto. So this is going to be a challenge. We will get them, but it is going to be a real challenge. Let's go down now and have a look at the water hole sets where the camera is. And like yesterday when I checked the trick camera, there was nothing. There was no photos on it of just me when I've come to check it. That was all that was there. As well as if they haven't gone the extra 400 or 500 metres from where there's just a huge amount of sign here, and they just haven't gone that extra little bit. So interesting. Yes, so that doesn't look real promising. Let's get his photo taken. That's real interesting, because there's not a track on the road here. You'd think it would be the obvious place that they'd come down to. So I'll come back this way and change my trail camera, put it somewhere else, I think. Coming on here, I noticed this white pile of scat, and there's tracks leading up to it from a couple of days ago of a big dog. He's come right in here, so he's checked that scat. So what I've done is I've put a scat from the dog I caught this morning about 10 kilometres away, put it there in that little tussock. Traps just the left hand side of the stepping stick, a little bit of brush here, onto a drag there. So again, if this animal gets caught, he'll be up there in the bushes. Well team, we could get a wet tail out of this. Look at this rolling in, coming straight at us. Well, this is central North Queensland in the wet season. You've got to expect this sort of stuff. This is what happens. Sometimes every afternoon a big storm will roll in. I had hoped to get a week up here on this property and nail down, could be up to a dozen dogs I reckon I could get in a week. We've only had 3 nights. This is our 4th day, 3 nights. We've got 3 dogs, but look at this coming. We'll try and get round the rest of the traps now before it hits. Can't do much else. I was planning to get another half a dozen traps in over here this afternoon, but it's only 3 o'clock and it's already nearly dark. Clouds are that thick. Anyway, that's what happens. Oh no! He didn't have the roof clipped down. The roof is gone. There's the roof back on the road. We'll clip it down this time. So these dogs might be on a loop. They might be doing like a 7-day rotation. Sometimes I've seen them 11. It seems to be about 11 days. And really, when truth be known, it's probably no set number of days. It's just the size of their area will take a certain amount of time to get around if they're doing a full circuit. If they kill a wallaby halfway around, okay, it might not alter what they do. If they kill a big buckaroo or come across a dead cow, well, that might change their whole circuit for a week or 10 days. If they go for 2 or 3 days and don't get anything to eat, they could get around their circuit pretty quick. So it really depends on what's happening out there, what's happening as they go. And too many people profess to know, oh yeah, it's definitely 7-day cycles and whatever. And yes, there is some truth to it. I've seen the same with deer. But like I said, something throws a spanner in the works, and it's a whole different ball game. Aussie, look at you, catching mud. Well, it's not ideal trapping weather, but it's still beautiful. And we've got about 40 sets in the ground. Some good sign there. This will kill the scent tonight, so I don't have much hope for tonight. We could still get a dog, but it's going to be tough. But anyway, the sets are in, and this will knock the scent down around the traps, the human scent. So with a bit of luck, if this finds up, we should be in a really good position to get a dog or two. Thank you everybody for following the channel. If you could like, share and subscribe, that would be fantastic, and send us a comment, that helps. I'll try and reply back to as many people as I can, but yeah, there's not a lot of internet where I am out here. Sorry about some of the little glitches I've had with the posting videos lately. I try and do a lot of what I can beforehand. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ouch. Yeah, I try and do as much as I can beforehand, and then schedule it for ahead. But it doesn't always work. So bear with me. We're doing the best we can. Brandon, hold the roof on, dude. Hold the roof on. G'day everyone. Back on the trap line. This is day 5, checking night 4. We've got 3 dogs down, and we've got about 38 traps in the ground. Now, I intended to have more, but we've had 2 nights of rain, which have slowed things down a bit. So it's been a tough start to the trap line. But I've got a good feeling that we've got plenty of dogs starting to come on the line, and the weather could be finding up. They're talking about chance of quite good rain this evening again, but well, we'll see. Weather forecast over here, weather forecasters I think they have a coffee and walk outside in the morning and have a look around and say, yep, that's it. That'll be what will happen tomorrow. Some of them are great, yeah. Some of them do a fine job, but it does seem like we're getting misled with the weather. It seems like if I wanted to be a full-on conspiracy theorist, I'd be saying that there seems to be an agenda behind this to push the thought of climate change. Yeah, if you looked at it from the point of view of someone that was being pretty cynical, which I try not to be, you'd say, how can you guys be so bloody far off the mark? But there's people out in the bush here that are making critical decisions based on weather forecasts, right? They're buying and selling cattle or sheep or even properties based on what weather looks like it'll do. They will buy in, you know, might make a decision to buy in another $100,000 worth of, say, hay at a higher price than they normally would, because it looks like the weather's going to, you know, drop out and be dry. And when that doesn't happen, you know, when it goes nearly exactly the opposite, this is like financially and mentally, the whole lot. This can be a huge, have a huge impact on landowners. Now, I remember back very clearly to when I had my own property. It wasn't a big place, only 2,500 acres, but it was some of the loveliest country you'd ever see. And yeah, when I took over management of the place, it stopped raining. And what we saw was 9 drought years in a row. We actually had 9 exceptional circumstance drought certificates in a row from government for what good they did. They gave us a little bit of relief on subsidy for carting forage and fodder for stock. But yeah, we ended up 260 something inches of rain behind what our average rainfall was supposed to be. And needless to say, in the end we went under. Never once did the forecasters get their forecasts right. I've never seen such a, they could say things, they could predict things, and there was no responsibility. They'd give you hope and you'd think, yeah, well, we'll hang on and we'll hang on, when there was no hope. And there was no government support. They might have pandered around the edges a little bit and gave a few subsidies here and there, but then they took it back as soon as they possibly could. So yeah, I've got no faith in weather forecasters. First 2 traps. No tracks on the road. Oh, but we have a puppy. Look at this. No tracks. But there's a puppy. Mossy, you haven't seen it yet, Mossy. Yeah, when you take away my dog tracks, you can see where it's come in here. A couple of scratch marks, they could be after it was caught. There's a track there. and the trap was right in there. There's the foam. It's been on the drag and it's only gone, what, 4 metres, 5 metres with that branch. Just off the road, straight into the gully. Great. Saddleback dog, front foot catch. It's a young bitch, probably not this last litter, the litter before. So we'll reset straight back over here somewhere, probably in the same place. Even though there's a lot of scent, a lot of mess here, actually what I might do is I might set it over here. I might set it over here where most of the smell and the scent is. Because a dog, if another dog comes in, it will check this area, every inch of this area. No, good. That's dog 4. Dog 4, and it's the 3rd trap we've checked for the morning, so looking good. What do you reckon? Hey? Come on, man. Those are the tracks we saw on the road right from the start, coming down here, and we set in the creek, and then we've set up here on the side of the road as well, and guess what? We reckon we had 2 dogs going down the track. There's one there, another one here. What's that, Mossy? Mossy? Righto, dogs, you know the drill. Out with a beat up old CZ Bruno. Stick one in the chamber. Righto. And as Cliff from Logan would say, keep on whacking them. Oh, there's a branch in the road. Branch in the road. Righto. Fair mess. Here the foamies come straight out. The trap was set just there. And hasn't gone far. Only just caught by the couple of toes on the back foot. Gee whiz. I wouldn't call that a classic catch. 2 toes on the back foot with the jake. Another little female. I said, get up, up. I said, get on the truck now, get. I'll boot your butt, get. Don't swagger, get. Well, that just goes to show how effective these jake traps are. That's 2 toes on a back foot. And that animal has kicked and scratched. Look, a back foot gives them mobility. They can still, they got a 3-wheel drive, and they put a lot of pressure on the spring, on your whole set, okay? Now this has just been tied off on a little tree, hasn't budged the little tree. It's been caught on 2 toes, and the beauty, then you've got that shock spring in your, just below your trap, that it takes any hit, any pull out of that. So that animal, literally, you could catch it by 1 toe, I suppose. You could catch it by 1 toe to make it more difficult, but yeah, it's probably hasn't come straight in on the set. It probably has stepped over it or stepped around it, and by mistake put its back foot in there. So yeah, it's still a catch. We've only had 1 miss so far this line, and I think that was on a dog that was travelling really fast as it went over the trap. So good result. We thought there was 2 here, we've got 2. We'll roll down to the sandy creek where the big pipe is. Looks like nothing. Nothing at the moment, but the dogs I'm chasing might already be hanging on the front.